You are not alone if you have wondered if you should use additional money to invest or pay off debt. Many people have this lingering question in their minds. When it comes to personal finance, there is no one right solution, just as there are many options. Instead of just spending any excess money you may have, choosing to invest or reduce debt will position you for a more secure financial future. Additionally, it is not necessary to choose between these two options. Sometimes it makes sense to work on investing and debt reduction at the same time. We have summarized the benefits of investing and debt repayment in this video to help you decide which option is best for you. Debt of any kind may be detrimental to your finance and mental health, whether it be from credit cards, student loans, auto loans, or other resources. It can be annoying to have to set aside a portion of your monthly salary for debt repayment. Additionally, it can leave you with less money to pay for the necessities of life. Before you start investing, you should think about paying off debt for a number of reasons. The sooner you pay off debt, the less interest you'll have to pay. You might have extra money in your budget to save and invest if you don't have to make debt payments. Debt reduction can raise your credit score, which is crucial if you want to finance a car or home. Paying off debt also involves mental and emotional aspects. A weight can be lifted off your shoulders if you can permanently avoid making loan or credit card payments. On the other side, delaying debt repayment results in increased strain, not to mention that you are accruing higher interest fees. Let's say you owe $10,000 at 17% interest on your credit card. If you pay $500 each month for 24 months, you will pay off the debt and roughly $1,842 in interest fees. Let's imagine your monthly payment was reduced to $250. In such a case, it would take 60 months for you to pay down the total, and you would accrue interest of $4,862. That might serve as a powerful drive to help you pay off your debt as quickly as you can. It might be a wise decision to pay off the loan if the interest rate is more than what you would make by investing your money. For instance, it's impossible that you would be able to invest more funds and make 16% or more back to offset the interest being charged on your credit card debt if you are paying 16% interest on your credit card debt. Therefore, it would probably be advisable in this case to pay off the credit card debt before investing. In comparison, if you had a mortgage with a 4% interest rate, you might be able to discover a financial product like an investment that has historically generated a 10% annual return, such as an index fund of the stock market. In that situation, investment may be preferable to making more mortgage payments. However, it's crucial to keep in mind that investing has the possibility of experiencing 1 or more years of loss, which should be taken into account while making your choice. The fact that debt repayment will raise your credit score is another advantage. Numerous benefits can be had by having a higher credit score. For instance, you might find it simpler to apply for other loans. You might qualify for lower insurance premiums, and you'll probably have an edge if you submit an application for an apartment. There is a concept of interest that is accrued on interest known as compound interest. In essence, when you make an investment and receive a return, your return compounds based on your earnings to date and your initial main investment. In other words, without putting in any more work, compounding can help your money increase. The more time works to your advantage, the younger you are when you start investing. Let's say you start a Roth IRA when you are 25. You make annual contributions to your account of $6,000. It is basically a number from the 2019 annual contribution cap. Assuming a 7% yearly return, your money will reach $1.28 million by the time you age 65. Compound interest is largely the reason for that rise. You lose out on the advantages of compound interest when you prioritize paying down debt before investing. Let's go back to the first illustration and say you wait until your debt is paid off for 5 years before you begin investing. That might reduce the value of your Roth IRA to $796,000. That's still not bad, but by delaying your start by an additional 5 years, you lose $494,000. The tax benefit linked to carrying certain loans is another justification to think about investing before paying off debt. Interest on house loans and student loans, for example, is tax deductible. Deductions lower your taxable income for the year, which means the IRS will take a smaller portion of your income. Investing first can also make sense if you have lower interest rates on credit card or other debt amounts. If the market is doing well, The money you could make from investing in stocks, mutual funds, or other investments may be greater than the interest paid on your loan. In most cases, investment returns can be greater than debt-related interest rates. It should be noted, however, that this is not always the case and that there is a chance of losing money when investing. Investing can sometimes be a volatile process. Your assets may experience ups and downs on a daily basis, despite the fact that the markets have typically trended upward over the long run. Your risk tolerance and your long and short-term goals should both be considered while making financial decisions. For instance, it might be more advantageous to invest money in higher risk, higher reward investments if you are saving for retirement and are still in the beginning phases of your profession. You have more time to make up for any losses at that stage of your life. However, investing in lower risk, lower reward investments is frequently a better choice if you plan to retire soon. There are several tax-advantaged investment options, particularly for retirement. 401ks, Roth or regular IRAs, and other investment programs designed to save for retirement are some of the alternatives available. In general, there are no tax benefits to repaying the majority of debts, including credit card debt. However, in some circumstances, mortgage or student loan payments may be tax-deductible, so it can make sense to make payments toward those obligations if the tax benefits outweigh the costs. Still confused and want to do something out of the box? If you have a strategy, you can accomplish both debt repayment and investment. Having a thorough budget that breaks down your income and expenses is the first step. Experts advise allocating every dollar you earn to a certain objective. It might be used to settle debt, pay bills, or put money aside. Tracking your success can be made simpler by setting goals and managing your finances. Make sure your objectives are quantified and that you have a set due date for yourself to accomplish them. Going above your budget is crucial in order to uncover extra funds that you could use for investments or savings. A few extra dollars can be made available, for instance, by eliminating subscriptions or terminating an unneeded gym membership. You can work toward debt repayment and investment by reducing your debt. You might refinance your mortgage or student loans, for example, to lock in a reduced interest rate. A lower rate can include a cheaper monthly installment. You might have more money left over to apply to the principal and lower subsequent interest payments. A balance transfer or debt consolidation loan may be an option while using credit cards. For instance, a balance transfer offer with 0% APR could provide you a certain number of interest-free months to pay off credit card debt. You may also be able to combine various card bills at a single, low rate thanks to debt consolidation loans. It makes sense for many people to work on debt repayment and investing at the same time. Everybody has a different idea of what striking a balance between these two financial objectives looks like. You may end up paying more interest than necessary if you concentrate too much on investing and neglect to pay off debts. Nevertheless, it may be challenging to reach your financial objectives for retirement if you solely concentrate on debt repayment. Spend some time analyzing your debt to see where it originated from and how much interest you are paying. Also, consider your options in light of the return and danger they are offering. After that, develop a strategy for how you wish to invest and/or pay off debt. You might be able to analyze your options and come up with a plan with the aid of a financial counselor. The different tax ramifications can be explained by a tax expert. Since every person's circumstance is unique, you should consult a tax expert to determine the best course of action. But if you are still confused, I would say do what your heart says, because when your brain stops working, the heart comes to rescue, and to be honest, no one knows you better than yourself. So just take a deep breath and do it. I hope you liked the video. If so, please like it, hit the subscribe button, and press the bell icon so you don't miss any update from us. See you soon.